Hey, welcome guys. Today we're going to be playing Railroad Tycoon. If you guys find out, you can actually go through Google search and look it up. Just do Railroad Tycoon, and it's in DS box pretty much there. And when you're playing this, sometimes you might be a little bit stuck. Just make sure the number lock is actually off when you start loading up first, because you're going to have problems building up the track. Anyway, we're going to work out where we're going to go. So I chose Springfield. It's a little bit funny, the controls anyway. But anyway, yeah, make sure the number lock is off when you're loading up, and then you just turn it back on right before. What I like to do at the begin with is frozen up. So I like to freeze up the game speed. Anyway, we are currently going to build up a station here. Still got it on frozen, so don't have to worry about competition loading up yet. Just need to make sure we line up for Memphis. We used to play this game a lot in the 90s, actually. It's one of my favorite games to play. Alright, we'll go this way across. And I've got to be careful here. I mean, I'm playing on the hardest level. So I have to be careful because the track will get destroyed. I'm not going to be afraid to spend money. Alright, so we'll go down one and then, oh, out of funds. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll build the station here. Currently, to make money, you got to spend money. Anyway, we will either, yeah, what we'll do is track, train, mobile, American. For this edition, you actually need to know your trains. So some of you guys might have played this game a lot, and funny enough, it comes to second nature. Just go no thanks. We can build it up here anyway. What we can do is just probably build a mail and passenger train. We'll start that first. Would make it wait until full, but I think that's going to be a waste of time. Anyway, what we'll do is start it there. And game speed will go fast, not turbo. So we're starting broke. Starting broke at the moment. Competition hasn't loaded up yet. So we're just going to wait until competition starts. What we can do is in the game speed for turbo, because we need to make as much money as possible. So the problem is it goes through the newspapers pretty quick when you go turbo. Well, after you can see it's a little bit funny. I haven't played this edition on this website before. The other one wasn't jittery like that with the train. As you can see, we're making good money. Problem is, if we don't support the passengers and mail enough, we will get slums, especially on the highest. But anyway, the first year, like a station, you did get twice the amount. And at least we're back in the black. Still learning the controls a little bit. And gain speed quite fast. F2, yeah, F2 just helps see what's on demand. Sometimes we think, oh, what I could have done was a bit rusty with this game. I could have actually just doubled the tracks and just created a second train. I might actually do that anyway. Alright, let's double up. Shift D. Alright, and then we'll just build a new train. Ooh, the 10 wheel is out. We'll use that. Problem with that is it's going to double up though. So that means eventually trains will be on one side they'll catch up to each other, and you want them to alternate. Probably about one's at Springfield, one's at Memphis. Anyway, we'll just make this passenger train, so then it won't matter so much. I like this green. Okay, so who have we got? One in Monroe. So Monroe and Jackson. And then we've got Waterloo, Des Moines. The other one's Waterloo and La Crosse. And you got Domain, Kansas City. Anyway, when it hits the end of the financial year, it'll load up to say what our stocks are at. But at the moment, I did skip through. Wow, he's already built this third station, which is not ideal sometimes. If you build too fast, you do pretty much go bankrupt if you have to borrow too much money. Full broke. Alright, so yeah, we're at 21 at the moment. Everyone else is at 13, 12, 14. It really depends how much they've bought. At the same time, we're playing on the hardest level, so sometimes they will start buying our stock. So we've got to be a little bit careful. At the moment, we're at 100% public, but we're just got to be very careful of where they're buying, because then we might have to borrow money to buy our shares. That'll be actually really annoying. 0 passengers. We'll make them wait. We'll make them wait. They shouldn't have to wait too. Okay, so we've got one. I'm still waiting for the second one. Still the same control. So financial year in the like 100,000. Profit's good. Remember, we got 2 trains. We didn't actually build an extra one. Stuck at 21 at the moment. So it's fine still. Everyone else is dropping at the moment. Typically happens when they buy extra shares and they haven't really built on it, or if they borrow too much compared to their due. All right, so Memphis looks like it's going well. So might look at Tuscaloosa, I think it's called. There you go. They're buying our stock. Can't afford it. Sell. We've got to sell some bonds to make some money. Well, not make money, to actually buy our shares. It's sad. So we've got 30 and they've got 30. Well, we borrowed 1.5. Really annoying. Wait, did they just... they're doing that trick. They bought and sold at the same time. Okay, they're selling our shares now. The only thing we can do here as well, we'll buy from Monroe. That was cheap enough. We'll buy 2 lots. And then hopefully their value goes up. We'll sell it, and then hopefully we can actually repay what we owe. It's the faster we can repay the bank, better it will be. trying to expand the page again. Looks like it's not going to happen. Anyway, you can see the site up at the top. Has anyone else bought our stock? No one else has bought our stock, our shares. Hopefully we go up in value, but considering we're at 28 now, might not happen. Hopefully Monroe, we're looking at Monroe. Hopefully Monroe goes up. That's what we are hoping. So we lost a bit of value there. All right, so down to 18. Oops. Monroe's fallen to 9 again. So we didn't really get help that way. I've only got 1 on 1. But what we can do is hopefully create some track here and then damn it. Right, we'll borrow some more money. So what we can do is make one here and then we can upgrade and sell stock. Let me know in the comments, do you guys actually sell the stock? What we'll do is freeze. All right, what we need to do is improve the station. So we'll put an engine shop there. That way we can, what we can do is build the train from there. And also, since we're going to have more demand, we can also upgrade. It is August, that's the only problem. I mean, we're not going to get we're not going to make twice as much in the same year as well. All right. And switching yard, we're going to use, probably don't need to, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then maintenance. Switching yard just helps you, the train fixes up the carriages a lot faster. Train. Built from Memphis. It's important if we ever build another train to go to Tuscaloosa is we just need to make sure that the double tracks. We will just wait a sec. We'll build mail and paper this time. And since we have post office there, a lot more mail is going to come through. So what we'll do is unfreeze it and just wait for it to upgrade. Always find yourself on this page. Hopefully the Monroe builds up a little bit and then we can sell their stock. They're trying to trap us actually. We want to get probably Wichita. So we want to try and head west if we can. Well, at least build here. We'll build to Wichita. Because you want to try and get west. Everyone is waiting. Well, everyone is waiting when they're not ready, so it's fine. Pretty much everything is moving. Actually, I don't need to wait for that one since it's the only train going to Tuscaloosa. There's only one train going there, so I don't really need to wait there. Because by the time train gets there, it's going to be waiting at Memphis anyway. All right, new train's coming in. need to minus 20. Wait. Monroe stocks at 10. So it went up a little bit. Ours is at 17, so not great. We can always sell stock eventually. I do want to move west though. That's the main plan. Oh wait, I didn't do priority. Oh, pick up passengers. That's all right. Should naturally do that. Running at 5,000. Running at 5,000. I think per calendar year. First train's running at 8. Gotta be careful. It doesn't run up too fast. If it does run up too high, then we'll be bankrupt pretty quickly. All right, we'll increase. Actually, no, we're not going to increase that. What we'll do eventually is plan for the next financial year to go with. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so how much do we get? We get 82,000. You can see Memphis is actually growing as well. Memphis is growing. Just because we've got the upgrades. Nice. Now we're back in the black. That's the most thing. But we're going to borrow another 500. Need to build to Wichita next, hopefully. Looks like we're going to have to build a tunnel. Made 300. Beautiful. So, gone up in value. Monroe went up to 22. If we need to, we can sell. But I think we're going to hold off on that. We'll freeze the game. And then, yeah, just gonna have to borrow money. Actually, freeze the game. Need to make it slow. Go to the broker. Wait. It was just delayed. Alright. We can sell Monroe money. Oh, we do own some shares of the other place. So who's got the most? Waterloo. Oh, we can't sell. Oops. We got S&M, that's right. Alright, cool. And what we can do if we really want to be sneaky, we can actually wait for one of them to get really low and then buy them out and then try and save them. That only typically works if you're making a lot of money already at the moment. Alright, gonna sell, freeze it up a little bit. Which way? I need to make sure we scope this right. There's mountains there. It's already got a slum. Want to make sure we target this correctly. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Just missed both mountains. All right, so the same level as the. All right, perfect. Yes, the trains will slow down, but not as much as if we actually go over the mountains. Oh, oops. I meant to go All right, need to make sure. Track again. All right, better. And also, well, we've got a little bit of money. Oh, we don't really. I was thinking maybe we build even another station on top of that, but probably not. Probably not worth it. Next station's going to be quite sad. And then also we need to build a bridge if we're going to go to Oklahoma City. How busy is this train station? Too many trains going to it, really. And, yeah, build 8 terminal. If we sell stock, all right, gain speed, normal. Actually, no, build train. We'll get the consolidation because it's more horsepower. We know it's going to be a little bit of a great going up and down, going up the mountains. It's going to be slowing it down. All right, Springfield 1-on-1. At the first, probably the first year, I'm not going to actually bother it too much. What we can do, improve the station. So what we can do is build the station, double up the tracks, even for Springfield as well, for Wichita as well, and then that way we can get double the amount. All right, switching. All right, still frozen, which is good. It's nothing worse than not freezing it and then the opponent takes the station. I know it's sort of like a cheat, but right now we're gonna upgrade this one as well. I used to play the Mac version. The Mac version had slightly better graphics, and I enjoyed the sounds a lot better on the Mac version as well. Let me know in the comments if you guys know how to get the original sounds. Because when the newspaper used to come up, it used to go extra, extra, and then also you'd get the money. You'd get the money sound as well, like pennies dropping every time the train comes as well. Right. Remove track. Right. Switching yard. Go to train. Train. Wichita. We'll just get one from. And then that way, Springfield doesn't get filled up too quick. So make sure it waits. Unloading, unloading. Straight away. And sure that everything here as well. All right, okay. Fast. So stock stays at two. It's not the worst thing. We can sell stock now if we really wanted to. Munro's down to 13. Actually, so after we sold it. Waiting. Ooh, let's go. See off. Full enough. Memphis. All right. What we'll do is upgrade Tuscaloosa as well. We'll double up the track, and then what we will do is create a second because Memphis looks like it's going really well now. I like building the engine shops and maintenance. Just helps for later as well. Perfect. Oh yeah, also you'd have to send effects as well for um, the building sound effects. Hold on, you can't build there. All right, consolidation. This one will specifically be mailed from Memphis. One. We are really going to be bankrupt. Hopefully, we can start making money. You always find you're going to be on this page a lot. At least we can move west from here. Probably Oklahoma City, maybe. If we had enough money quick enough, we could probably head down and try and block the guys. But at this rate, we're going to be held up a little bit. It supplies coal. It supports coal. We'll get rid of rail. Sweet. It's getting close to a million. Every time the financial hits, we have to pay interest. So we're in the red at the moment. But look at the stock rises 22 to 40. So if the investors are not like if the investors are concerned, you can start getting pushed out. Who's the other one? 40. So Waterloo's going okay. So we've pretty much got to sit on our hands at the moment. Just make sure we keep things maintained. We'll make sure it's passenger. We're going to get a backlog somewhat. All right, so we need to look at getting another station soon. We'll probably go to Oklahoma City, like I said, try and head down south. Eventually, what we do, there's some really nice cities out west, and you actually get $1 million going coast to coast. I think it's if you're only the first ones to get there. They're sticking up. Oh, Green Bay's up. All right, so still just gotta wait until I get back in the black again. Don't think borrowing more money is gonna be great. They're waiting at Memphis. Yeah, this city's actually growing pretty good actually. 810. Ooh, nice. So stayed at 40. Not a huge problem. We are coming second now though. For a steamboat captain. We are playing on the hardest level. Oh, they're trying to buy us now. We're not going to fall for it, are we? They bought and sold. So they're just testing our nerve. What we can do, we can build another train here. I think that's a great idea. Alright, so what we'll do is build a signal tower. We'll build a couple of these. So then that way they don't get held up. Alright, signal tower. And we'll build another one. Springfield. You watch it. The other train just went to Springfield. Yeah. Oh, deliver passengers. Oh, it's gonna go to Memphis. So we could have actually created one at Memphis first, and then made it all the way. It could just go through. At the moment, they're all stopping all stations. We've only got one. The train going to the station. They've bought 20 of our stock. Actually, we still got 30,000. Still buys our stock and then sells it. Like, really? So they've only got 10 now. Yeah, Des Moines and Kansas City. They're pretty irrelevant. And if they keep doing what they're doing, it's going to get bankrupt. Alright, nice. We needed the bonus. Now we're down to 500. Alright, quick. We need to get to Oklahoma City. This train is spinning. Make it wait, actually. Didn't get held up. It didn't get held up, though. 680 went down a little bit. Ah, so I've gone up shares again. The other one's at 55. We did catch up a little bit. Actually, no, they're actually a little bit more in front. We got more track than them. What we do need. Wait, steel. Second. Steel pick up Memphis. Delivery. Where is this one going? Down for Springfield. Memphis. Wait. Ah, oh, damn it. We just missed it. What we can do, specifically build a new train. Probably a little bit silly, actually. Or is it? We'll do it anyway. We'll go no thanks, and then specifically building this just for steel. Perfect. Then after we've got that going to Springfield, we can work out, we can just avoid Memphis if we want. 2 mail, 2. Oh, what we can do is create a multiple train that goes everywhere. All right, so we'll do that. And the next station. All right, so we'll make that passenger train. Right, heading to Springfield now. We'll just make it go to the 3 main stations because Pascal is just time being, but we are going quietly to the black. Nice, perfect. Don't think we should borrow more. What we can do is start repaying back the bank. We're definitely heading in the right direction. Springfield. Yep, some down to Springfield. Down for Springfield. Also, we need to place engine. Probably bought it a little bit. Should have waited. Right. This one at Springfield. Yeah, okay, we'll make that. 1.26, beautiful. Circus now. Springfield's waiting on. Oh, actually, I should change that. They're still buying and selling our shares. All right, we will. I didn't mean to buy it, but we did. Oops. I meant to actually. It's not a huge concern, but I actually wanted to repay back. can do. Another signal, create another signal, then just create mail between between Springfield and Memphis. We need just need to make sure we don't overload, I guess. Alright, so mail. Alright, sweet. Let's go with that. Probably could do with another train. Gonna end up. You only got a certain amount of trains you can build. We just want to make sure we can support our stations 2 and 3. Remove the switching out. We'll change the train immediately. Fine. Alright, perfect. Well, not really perfect. I mean, they gotta wait there. Right, at least we're back in the black again. Actually, there we go. Springfield's growing pretty fast. As you can see, the blue and white is the cities. Ah, more slums now. It's not great. So I went down about 100,000 towards the end there. Right, so Rose, we're going to sell the stock. And then what we'll do... Wait, sell... Which one's ours? Springfield. The top one. Alright, so we can now repay. That was the consolidation. The fastest train. Now we're just making sure we... Right, repay back. Oops. Repay back. And that way, if someone wants to... Ooh, look at Waterloo. They're only owing 500, so you can see a big gap between everyone else and us now. Right. We'll let it build up, and the next one we'll go to Oklahoma City. The other thing we can do is build the rail first, and then once you've got everything in place, then build the station. Also, we're going to build double bridge. Because I don't like dealing with bridges that... I don't like dealing with bridges that collapse. I have bought 20,000 shares. Made ourselves a little bit vulnerable. We have to. Bloody annoying. Can't afford it. Moyne is making us fucking bankrupt. Wow. Oh, they're at 1.4 mil. Don't think they're really concerned. Yeah, look how much they have to borrow. They really just hurt us big time then. Ah, train 10 must be stuck. Drop down the shares a little bit. New train. Just between Wichita and Springfield. So annoying that buying shares there. Wow. Alright. Wichita. Springfield's 6. Must have a boom going on now. Also, we'll build another train for Springfield, and this will go straight through to Tuscaloosa. Mainly passengers, so his demand's gone up a lot. Through train type express or limited express, and then hopefully what happens is hopefully it doesn't stop. Oh, there's 2 trains then. Anyway, I just want to make sure it goes all the way through. Still selling our stock. Shares. Alright, so technically this first train should just go straight through. No, it didn't. Lucky enough. We'll make it limited. I don't know if through express means it stops to everything. Oh, we'll go through. We'll try through. But it's supposed to just go right through. We'll build another train. Gonna go Tuscaloosa to Springfield. What will this do? It will help us. Limited. Just need to make sure that we're still getting mail ordered through a task. lost Oklahoma City. We were going to go there. We could still build a giant track forever if we really want to. All right, gonna build to St. Louis. Also, what we can do like I said last time, is just set it up and then we can build our stations. So we'll freeze it immediately after the year's finished and then build it. Alright, so we went up to 84, which is good. Version. Yeah, St. Louis isn't great. Probably could have just ignored that one. What can we build from Springfield? And then make sure it goes to Dakota or Decatur. Make it wait and limited. Then what we can do is improve the station. And then we can actually have that going straight to St. Louis. It looks like St. Louis will need a lot. Didn't actually mean the goods, but we did. Right, definitely improving. Switching yard. Probably want to build one to Indianapolis soon anyway. And we'll upgrade. Just upgrade this one too. It's gonna have a problem filling up the train, even if it's just one. But eventually it'll grow. You think sometimes sometimes there's a limited these little stations what they can do. But yeah, Deckers is gonna be huge. Get to play, I think. Mail and I don't mind it waiting to full. I really want to get to Indianapolis next, but we could easily lose that spot. Some of their stations have grown huge. Oh, Springfield's growing huge. Like too fast. Then rush means more people coming. Hold on. We do have pickup Memphis. Louis. Hold on. We'll go the I was gonna go with 10-wheeler because I thought it was gonna be faster. I changed my mind. Memphis, that's where the steel is. Or we'll just get it straight. We'll get it straight to steel. Right, limited. Thank you. There we go. So we need this one to go as fast as we can so we can get the bonus. It's at 290 at the moment. Pretty full on this Springfield. Which does not do. I mean, what we can do as well, start skipping other ones. We can skip Springfield and St. Louis and go straight to Ecuador. Which probably just going to build another station from. We lost it. There's built to Indianapolis. We can sell. Alright, we're going to sell. We'll leave it like that. And hopefully we can repay back. Yeah, which it is way up. And Tuscaloosa's gone nuts. That's always been a really good station as well. Payback. Better than nothing. Okay, you can buy all. Well, we do care. Wait, how much have they got? Waterloo. They're borrowing $1 million now. Have to keep borrowing. We're at 92. Wow. And then they're gonna borrow a shit ton of money to they're gonna buy a crap ton of money to borrow a ton just to buy us out. So. 1.5, beautiful. Couple of trains in. We were at 102. We'll get a split shares, but it didn't happen. We're pretty close. We're only 3 behind Waterloo now. The other two are a little bit slower than us. Alright, we're going to take a risk. Oh no, we got bought out. Ah, damn it. Anyway, guys, I thought it would end it there anyway. I could have actually done it, but we're going to end up the video anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We'll do another video of this. It's quite fun, brings it back to the old days. I really should have just borrowed more money and bought it. Funny enough, I don't understand how, when we actually do buy their rail, when you got to buy them outright, you have to borrow a ton more money. So I think it's a little bit in their favor in that regard. Normally I do buy their shares when they're quite low as well. So what I'll do is at the start is buy their shares when they're really low and when they're struggling, and then repack. You got to make sure you repay their bonds as well, and that way they can start turning a profit. Because when you're buying like a shit like a railway that's about 4 or 6, they could dissolve quite easily. You just lose all the money. But if you can time it right and buy it all and repay back all their bonds, you can definitely start getting to build new stations, and you just invest into their station. Pretty much what China's doing to other countries at the moment. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.